Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Make yourselves comfortable, get yourself something nice to drink. We are talking about the Majestics, specifically the Majestic Foils, every Majestic foil in existence, from the very first Welcome to Rave first edition up to the most recent Outsiders Majestic Foils. And what I wanted to achieve was, this is last month's video, so hold on, I'm gonna have to, hold on, I want to get rid of this. So I wanted to have, at one glance, I wanted to see how many cards are available on Card Market per edition. So brown is Welcome to Rave. This purple one is, this is pink, but I changed it to purple. This is Arcane Rising, there was one. And Crucible of War, around 8 cards on average. And then the prices for each Majestic foil on average, for each, yes, they are that expensive. So there are 10 total Majestics in Welcome to Rave, then there are 10 total Majestics in Arcane Rising, so there were a total of 19, only 19 Majestic Foils first edition Welcome to Rave on Card Market last month, and only 10 for Arcane Rising. But this is the average, so there is one thing to notice, one thing, we didn't have all, some of those are not available at all. So what ends up happening is, this is this month's or today's data. I've been writing down all these numbers, and this is what it looks like today. So this chart actually works. At the very first glance, you can see, well, the price for Welcome to Rave went down, the price for Arcane Rising went down, and Crucible of War went up just a bit. And then the availability, less Welcome to Rave, less Arcane Rising, and more Crucible of War Majestic Foils. This is all first edition. So, what do we have to look at? This. I'm going to show you all these numbers I've written down right now. So this is today, and this is availability. So the number of, this is unlimited. Don't get this wrong. This is unlimited. Amount and price for Alpha Rampage, amount and price for Blood Rush Battle, amount and price for Crippling, and so on and so on. So I'm just going to show you these, and so if you want to have a specific number, amount or price, everything is labeled and all these numbers are on here. So I'm just gonna, oops, that was a little fast, scroll through here. This is gonna take a minute. And this is actually, I do this by hand. People who watch my videos know that I don't have API access, because you only get API access when you are a power seller on Card Market, and I only have 8,500 sales and I need 20,000 in order to become a power seller. So it's gonna take some time until I eventually may do this automatically. So this is how I get these numbers. I'll just take all the written down prices and then divide them by the amount. So this is the first edition right here. So that's what we were talking about at the beginning. 1 Alpha Rampage, 3 Blood Rush Bellows, 1 Crippling Strike, and 1 Spinal Crush, 2 Lord of Winds, 3 Ancestral Empowerment. So that's the problem right here. There's 0 Steel Blades in foil available on the market. Last month there was 1 for that price. This month there's 1 Glint the Quicksilver, and last month there was none. So for an average price, or with Arcane Rising, this is even more obvious. So no Command & Conquer on the market. Last month there were 3 Command & Conquers for 1,500 lowest price. So that's why, I'm going to scroll back to the end. That's why it, also with the expected value, I don't make expected value videos for first edition, Welcome to Rave and Arcane Rising, because of this circumstance that there's several cards not available at all, so we don't even have a price. If we have a price, that doesn't mean this card is worth that much, because people can write anything up there, but nobody is going to buy it. for the newer editions, there are enough sales to verify that these prices are legit. And the problem with this list, the only problem, I guess, I'm gonna show you at the end right here. Oh, that has taken some time. And if you want this list, I might just, you know, put it up to download for all my Patreons. But I think other than that, you might just go and, you know, write your own numbers up. You can copy this. So, the average amount of, Arcane Rising cards, 10 and 8 on the market. So the average is 1 or 0.8. And this is divided by 10, of course. But the price, last month there were 6 cards available, so the price had to be divided by 6. And now there's 5 cards available, so all these prices divided by 5. And since Command & Conquer is not even up for sale, the prices went down. Command & Conquer is the most expensive card. So, that's the reason why the Arcane Rising price went down. So, whatever we will look at today, those two prices, Welcome to Rave Alpha and Arcane Rising First Edition, those do not represent the actual price movements of that set. Did I explain this good enough? So Crucible of War went up. It's fascinating how little the amount of cards is on card markets for those two. So I'm gonna show you the next one. So these are the first edition, the news. It looks like we do very, very bad politics, but it doesn't have anything to do. I just chose the numbers, these colors for Everfest, Tales of Aria, and Monarch. So all of these availabilities went up. There's more cards, Majestic Foils of Everfest. There's more cards of Tales of Aria First Edition, and there's less cards for Monarch First Edition because last month there have been a lot of sales for Monarch cards because of this synergy effects for Dusk Till Dawn, and that's the reason why there's less on the market. Well, there's two scenarios. First, like it just happened, 10% of the amount of the cards just vanish in some decks of players and maybe some of collectors. But when prices go up, people could offer their cards which they don't want anymore. But the price for Monarch went down, so the availability also stayed down. Tales of Aria prices went down just a bit, and Tales of and Everfest went up to 1481 on average for a Majestic Foil. Now here's the unlimited numbers. First, before I do that, I'm going to show you the newest numbers. So I'm going to scroll through a little faster. This is all Uprising, including the cold foils, including the extended arts. All the foil Majestics are on here, also for Dynasty, and then also for Uprising. There's a lot of cards, and there has been a lot going on, so sales numbers are very high. This is this. So now that you've seen all of these informations, we can look at the unlimited Welcome to Rave. Oh, I should have changed this color as well. I'm going to do that next month. I'm going to do this now. That's easy. Easy fix. I'm going to go into the style. I'm going to search that color. I'm going to go for this purple and that one as well. That's the easiest part. Right. Welcome to Rave, Arcane Rising, Crucible of War, Unlimited. So, there is a lot more Welcome to Rave Unlimited foils on the market. There's a lot more Arcane Rising Majestic foils on the market. And there's more Crucible of War Majestic foils on the market. So, that is interesting to see. I mean, if we have all this in one place and we can look at what happened, why are there more cards on the market? Well, it's a mixture of different things, right? First thing could be people lose interest in their cards and they just sell it because they are switching back to Magic and they try to buy this one ring. I doubt it. Second, prices are up and people sell because the prices went up. That's not the case, as we can see. The prices are down, so there should be less on the market. If that was the case, it's the other way around. Since there is more on the market, the price goes down because people undercut each other. Crucible of War is an exception because the prices went up. I just do think that last month the prices of Welcome to Rave and Archon Rising have overshot. So 58 per card on average was a little high. Command and Conquer and Enlightened Strike and Art of War and Tome of Yendal, those cards went down just a bit, and that's why the average went down. So it's about these expensive ones. Last month you had to pay 300 for a Command and Conquer and for a Enlightened Strike, and this month it's around about 200. So yeah, people undercutting each other. Could be that people put their cards up for sale because they've seen the prices went up, and that's why this month they're down. I don't know what this will be, where this will be at next month. Could go up again, but people save for Dusk Till Dawn, and if people really want a lot of Dusk Till Dawn, because, well, that's a problem, right? Let's take 1 minute and zoom out and go back to this Magic, Lord of the Rings, the ring card thing. Everybody wants to have that ring because there's people who pay 2 million for that card. It's basically like a lottery. It's just like the NBA when somebody says there is a LeBron Logo Man card which is 1 of 1 and everybody just tries to get this one. So the price for a box goes up and up and up until that card is eventually being found, and then the price will drop. But what ends up happening with all the other cards? All the other cards, people who don't play Magic, who just open this to find the one ring and don't, they dump their cards, right? And there's so much being opened, prices are free falling. So I do not expect this situation for Flesh and Blood, Dusk Till Dawn. But I think there could be some people opening that just for finding these 20 sketch cards. And then there will be a lot of bulk and also expensive bulk on the market. So I don't know about the volatility of Dusk Till Dawn yet. We shall see. It's, what is it, 3 more weeks? Yeah, in 3 weeks we shall see how that evolves, but I think the set is good enough and people want those cards for playing, so it's going to be fine. Let's look at the next Majestic foils. These are the Unlimited Monarch and then Tales of Aria. Monarch is blue, Tales of Aria is pink. The availability went up for each, the price went down for each, so looks like nobody wants to have their Monarch and Tales of Aria cards anymore. But I think this also is because we have started last month where the Dusk Till Dawn hype was real and prices were too high. I know there's a lot of Monarch being opened now, so there should be more on the market next month, sorry. But for Tales of Aria, I do not expect this trend to go on. And then lastly, we have the most recent sets, Fab 2.0. We have Uprising in yellow, so there's a lot more Uprising on the market. This is, again, Majestic foils. The price went down. Why is this yellow and this orange? Man, I'm gonna change it afterwards. And then we have Dynasty. Why? Different colors for everyone. Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna change this. Dynasty is blue. A lot more Dynasty on the market, but the price went up for these foils. And this is interesting because the trend, you know, usually it's like this. More on the market, price goes down. Less on the market, price goes up. For Dynasty, it seems to be very strong. That's also the reason why we keep on opening Dynasty. The prices are going up, and I'm gonna open next Saturday, live stream again. Yesterday in the live stream for Uprising, we've basically had one winner, Francesco, who it was his birthday, and he has gotten some good cards. And then we've had Alex. He didn't hit anything. I sent him some little cards as a, you know, because I felt bad for him. But next week we're going to open Dynasty, and that's, if I don't find enough buyers, I'm gonna open for myself gladly, no worries. And then lastly, we have the most recent set, Outsiders. There's more on the market, and the price for Outsiders, this is the price for Outsiders, the orange one. Man, yeah, the prices are high because all these cold foils are in there, all these weapons, but on average the price went down, the availability went up, so looks like a trend, ongoing trend. I don't know about Outsiders, prices are still going down. That's just what I prepared for the Majestic video today. Thanks for watching, have a beautiful Sunday. Remember, it's a, don't be too cramped up in this, the prices go down, I hate this, and the prices go down, I love it. It's a hobby, just, you know, people use these cards for playing, and we're talking about the expensive ones, about these foil versions. And so it is like, yeah, to me, I have low sales this week. I had to sell more Counter-Strike Go cases in order to pay my bills. It's totally stupid, but I know it's just it's a temporary thing. Summer came, and in the summer it's usually always less, you know this, and then on Christmas, before Christmas, it's always more. So I think it's going to stay a little quiet for the next 2 weeks until Dusk Till Dawn really hits, or 3 weeks, 2.5, until people have these cards in their hands. I'm gonna open a bunch again, and yeah, for the next Majestic video we will already see that the prices for Dusk Till Dawn. So until then, have a nice time. Thanks for watching. Bye.